What is up, my tribal people? Welcome back to another video on the Pree Da Production YouTube channel. I'm your tribal chief, Majaro, aka Midge, and you already know what I'm going to say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to grow the community, and by sharing this with your friends and family, that goes a long way in helping us do that. Now, let's get into the video. So, last week was interesting to say the least. We had a whole Super Bowl, we had the Grammys, we had Kanye West being Kanye West, and I thought, let me start doing videos where I'm just talking to you, rambling through my own thoughts, talking about what, the week has just been, or weekend has just come past, any big news, without having to think about, reacting to this, reacting to that. Just have a conversation with my fellow tribe members. And to start off this video, I thought we'd go back all the way to the start of last week with the Grammys. I mean, what didn't happen at the Grammys? You had, Kanye West being Kanye West, him and his wife, Bianca, allegedly not being invited to the Grammys, but turning up anyways. I mean, to be fair, if you're a bouncer, are you really gonna deny Kanye West this fucking Kanye West? You're gonna let him through, let him take his paparazzi red carpet pictures, and then let his wife strip right in front of us. I mean, if you seen that dress she was wearing, it really wasn't a dress in my opinion. It was basically a see-through plastic bag. Basically, you saw all the nooks and crannies. She started off by, being this typical, exhibitionist, coming with a massive trench coat, or this time as a fur coat, and then she turned around, trying to give us a backwards reveal, but fortunately or unfortunately for some, it really wasn't given. It really wasn't given. Apparently they were escorted out. I'm not so sure about that, but hey, it's Kanye being Kanye, and that's not the last time we're going to hear about Kanye in this video. But moving on to the rest of the night at the Grammys, you had Jaden and Willow Smith turning up to the carpet. Jaden with some toy house on his head. Hey, artistry, eh? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people didn't like it. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I rocked with it. I was like, okay, I see. It didn't look bad. Let's just say it didn't look bad. And onto the awards, a lot of great artists won. Beyonce won Best Country Album. Kendrick Lamar, obviously, 5 out of 5. 5 nominations, 5 wins in Best Rap Performance, best rap performance, best song of the year, best rap song, and some other awards. I can't remember which one. You can search up the statistics if you want. But what really caught my eye, I knew Kendrick was gonna win. I knew he was gonna get on the stage, take time, walking, tiptoeing, dapping up everyone on the way there, be like, hey, they not like us, with the crowd singing A minor as he comes to the stage and accepts his award. Like, almost every single time he came up, it felt like he was just waiting for everyone to get to that part where it goes A minor. But I knew he was going to do his thing. Thank God, thanked his family, praised and uplifted Compton and the greater LA area, which was nice to see. You expect that from Kendrick Lamar at this point. For my opinion, the highlight was the performance by Doechii. She got best rap album of that year at the Grammys. For a new artist, technically she's not new, she's been out for a while, to be honest, but to a lot of people, you probably heard her from a TikTok video or TikTok song called What It Is. It goes, what it is, oh, what's up? Every good girl need a little love. Every bad boy need a little hug. And the rest, I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the spot. My singer voice ain't singing, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But it was a very viral TikTok song a couple years ago. And when I realized she sang it, I was like, what the hell? So you're telling me this was her the whole time? Like, she can sing. If you listen to her album, which I highly suggest, Crocodile Bites, Never Heal or Don't Heal, it's super, super expansive. This is a props award, YouTube. This isn't real. This is a toy, essentially. Remember this? Oh, the good old days from starting off YouTube. I got this prop and I was like, not gonna lie, this is just an excuse for me to get one of these. I've always wanted one of these. But yeah, hey, reappearance. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, crocodile bites don't heal, or heal, which one of them you can search up. But it's a really expensive album. She shows her range. She goes in on a lot of tracks. This ain't no mumble rap. This ain't no my body this, my P word that, wet ass this, wet ass that. I can throw it back. This ain't that. It's got bits dripped and drabbed in it, but it's not the core focus. It's not a latest Cardi B album or latest Cardi B single. She is an artiste, in my opinion. And when she performed a melody of all her, recent hits, I was like, bravo, because one of the things I found out about Doechii is that she went to a art school. So a performance art school, so she knows how to dance, she knows how to sing, obviously, she can obviously rap her ass off, and I wouldn't be surprised if she can act, and we see her in some big or medium-sized productions on the big screen. But her performance was amazing. Obviously she can dance, she killed it, the choreography was lit, breath control was sick, she sounds exactly like the record. So if you haven't heard of Doechii, now you've heard of her. Go check her out. What else happened last week? Who did we have? Oh yeah, we had the Super Bowl. The whole week was leading towards the big Super Bowl matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'll be honest, guys, I'll say it right now, I'm not a fan of American football.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I said it, kill me now. I'm not a fan. One of the reasons being, it's just too slow, man. It's not, I don't feel like it's got a flow. Like basketball is quick, up, down, up, down. You can sense there's a pace and there's an urgency in the game. Obviously, a lot of American footballers will tell me there is urgency, there is intensity, there is pace in the game. But to the viewer, from a person of having come from American culture, I don't, understand the hype, and obviously I'm going to be ignorant. I haven't got that built-in affiliation with, a home team or whatever. But I was watching the game and it was so boring, man. Even watching the highlights was a chore. I was like, is this what people in the UK who are so passionate about American football stay up all night to watch this? And honestly, the only reason I stayed up to even catch a glimpse of it was the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar, but we'll get onto that later. But the game itself, oh my gosh, it was basically the Kansas City Chiefs literally couldn't get out of first base. They were just stuck for time. No points, no yards. The Kansas City Chiefs were just lagging. And the Philadelphia Eagles were just strong, and they were just running that. They were just driving through and collecting yards and collecting points and converting like it was nothing. It was literally like, it was a steamroll until the very end where they, the Kansas City Chiefs kind of made it somewhat respectable. But if you watch the game, it really wasn't that. But the highlight of that day, that Sunday, was obviously the Kendrick Lamar performance. Everyone was anticipating it. Will he sing the song? Won't he? This is the 5 Grammy Award winning, track, 5-time Grammy Award winning artist this year. He's got to sing the biggest song of the year. He's got to sing Not Like Us. And obviously, Kendrick being Kendrick, you're not going to get a performance without a message. And this message was about the great game of America. That was the whole concept behind the performance. He has, loads of dancers. Obviously, I feel like 90% of them were black. You got the, Samuel L. Jackson opening up saying, welcome to the great American game. You got the staging, like a PlayStation controller. he starts off with, the first track, then he goes on performing the melody of, all his greatest hits, Be Humble, I think Alright played? No, I don't think Alright played. Stuff from Pimp a Butterfly, stuff from Damn, obviously, a lot from GNX, like, the Scissor track, obviously TV Off, Squabble Up, Peekaboo, a lot of his new stuff, GNX, was in there, and I loved it. The messaging about, 40 acres and a mule, how Black Americans didn't get reparations after slavery, and, Samuel L. Jackson saying, that one of the songs that was performed was ghetto. We don't, Americans don't like when you're too loud and too brash. You need to be, calm and, reserved, like, one of the Scissor songs. I think it was like, All Your Stars, or the one that's in Black Panther. A lot of people had a lot to say. Some people didn't like it, and that's fair enough. Some people were saying, it's a bit too preachy for me, or is this a protest, concert or something like that? And in my opinion, I'll be like, okay, if you are just boiling it down to that and just say, oh, this is just another excuse for black artists to protest, come on, bro. You gotta think bigger than that. It's not that surface level. It's literally holding up a mirror to a lot of people who aren't familiar with the black experience in America, how, descendants of slaves, how the game is rigged because we were promised a lot of things because we were disadvantaged, disenfranchised, abused, taken from their homes, traveled across seas to be worked for nothing and be given nothing after that. And the chain of events, leading to this materialistic, capitalistic society, especially in the black community, where you have to wear everything that you own and that of value with you. And, where's that come from? Is it come from back in the day when we didn't get reparations? And a lot of connections can be made between, the Uncle Toms, the house slaves, Uncle Sam, Samuel Jackson was playing the house Negro, if you will. He's, played that character in like Django Unchained and a lot of other live action pictures he's been in the past. So this is a fitting role for him at this moment in time to be that representation of that side. For me, personally, I liked it. I really enjoyed the performance. I'm a Kendrick fan. But one thing I would critique, because when I heard it live, and then when I heard it on the actual recording from the Super Bowl YouTube channel, it was super low. It was super low. I was like, I knew the words to most of the songs and I was just trying to hear, yeah. I think he said what he said, but I can't really hear it. It wasn't super crisp like I was expecting it to be, and I've been accustomed to from watching Kendrick Lamar performances. But nevertheless, with those technical difficulties, the message was still felt, in my opinion. The visuals say it all. Got Serena quick walking in the background. And of course, when it was time to sing They Not Like Us, he's been teasing it throughout the whole performance. And Samuel L. Jackson was like, yeah, this is what we want. After he played something that was palatable, now you better not F this up by playing that song. And then goes on to play Not Like Us. Say Drake, I heard you like I'm young. You better never go to Cell Block 1. And just continues for a good verse and a chorus all the way to trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. He's decked out in a, blue, got the A minor chain on his neck. That was crazy work. And everyone's got APB out for Drake. Everyone seeing Drake in Australia with a bulletproof, or the bullet holes in his chest under a hoodie, and everyone's like, yo, someone check on Drake right now because I think his body's in a casket. You're telling me there was something else that happened? You're telling me there was this other artist who decided to become an artist or wanted some attention, one of my favorite artists as well, Mr. Kanye West. Oh gosh. At this point, I'm tired. I'm not even going to spend too long on this, but Kanye West, Jesus. Or he wants to be called Yandolf Hitler. Oh, I can't, just the anti-Semitic posts, selling anti-Semitic merchandise. I'm not even going to put that picture. What else did he do? You know, R. Kelly needs to be released. P. Diddy, he's releasing a clothing brand with P. Diddy, a collaboration between Yeezy and John Cole or whatever his bullshit brand is. Like, this guy just does stuff for shock value. It's not even like, oh, you know, I'm really trying to send a message. I want people to pay attention to me so I can spread a message. It's always to push some merchandise. It's always to try and get people talk about him, put him in people's minds. And of course, this is going to be the perfect week for it. This is the Super Bowl. The Grammys was a couple of days ago. The halftime show, adverts. Let me get people thinking about me and talking about me at the start of the week. And then at the end of the week, I can start plugging my bullshit merchandise. And that's what he did. And he used the vehicle of Twitter, now known as X, to spout his stupidity and shock value tweets, to have a lot of people in the comments, in the YouTube videos like me, talking about him. But I'm sorry, Kanye, it's just not working like he used to. It's just not giving what it needs to give. It's just giving, alright, next. Who are we talking about next? Because at this point, it's just like, get on, man. Like, we ain't trying to sit here and listen to you bull crap. Like, you already got yourself into trouble. You already got exiled from the industry. Like, now you're trying to be independent and, you know, try and do your own way, which, I applaud. You've always been that type of entrepreneurial spirit. But at this point, I think it's time to retire. Honestly, you're not making music, like, and the music you are releasing is just like, it's just like whatever. Like, I miss the old Kanye. That's why this. I miss the old Kanye. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments about last week. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I be kidding on my foes, even though I got it all on my own. Success sweet, yeah, it tastes like honeycomb. Dropping blood tears and even breaking bones. I'm sipping on Patron while aiming for the throne. I've been to hell.